What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This here is Legitical Response. We cover political news, mostly political news. We cover some cultural stuff and do all that. So if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. For everybody watching though, look down below and smash that like button right down for me. It's a big help. Be a favor to me. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're not playing around today. We got an update to what's going on in Congress with appropriations, so we're going to cover that right here. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Speaker Johnson moves on two-step stopgap to avoid shutdown. That's right. Calling it a laddered continuing resolution. We'll get into that. Let's go ahead and kick this thing off right quick. House Speaker Mike Johnson rolled out a two-step government funding stopgap bill on Saturday, settling on an unusual approach to avert a government shutdown that is already getting pushback from Republicans with just days until a Friday funding deadline. The laddered continuing resolution released Saturday would have some funding run out on January 19th and the rest of the funding run out on February 2nd, an approach intended to discourage a negotiation of a whole of government omnibus funding bill and to encourage the House and Senate to negotiate on their 12 regular funding bills. This is not ideal, obviously, but it does avoid a government shutdown. And avoiding a government shutdown, I guess, is okay. We really don't want the government to shut down. It's no skin off of my back if it does. It won't hurt me whatsoever. It probably won't hurt you whatsoever. But the government has way too many employees that would be out of work, essentially. And, you know, we kind of don't want that. I really could care less, but I'm trying to look at the whole of the country. You know, a lot of people this time of the year need their paycheck every single week because we got Christmas coming up and all this other stuff. So people like to have their bills paid, need to get caught up, need to do whatever. So a government shutdown right now is not a very good idea. This is, I guess, a solution. It helps them get these appropriations bills worked out. It's kind of pisses me off, man. You know, I really wish that Kevin McCarthy would have done his damn job and got all this stuff worked out when he had the chance. Instead, he wanted to piss around and not do the work that they're supposed to do. He wanted to worry about other things more than doing his damn job. That's why he got booted out of place. He lied to the Freedom Caucus. And you just can't do that. Politicians lie, sure, but they lie to the American people, to me and you, right? They don't lie to each other. Who would think that they would lie to each other? It's just stupid. But I'm glad he got booted. He was really bad for the country, and he didn't do a damn thing, in my honest opinion. Let's keep going. It would fund the government until that time at current spending levels without any budget cuts or any additional major policy riders, dealing a blow to Republicans who had sought to tie policy changes like changing to asylum laws to the bill. That prompted at least one Republican to voice immediate opposition to the clean extension. It's my favorite politician. My opposition to the clean CR just announced by the Speaker to the House cannot be overstated. Funding Pelosi-level spending and policies for 75 days for future promises, Rep. Chip Roy posted on X. And hey, look, I agree with him. The spending levels that we have need to be reduced. But we also got to think, look, the Senate has to pass this stuff as well. We can't just pass whatever in the House and it become law, essentially. The Senate has to do this too. So we have to have the Senate's approval for this stuff to go through. And if we can't do that, but, you know, in my honest opinion, and in Chip Roy's defense, the Senate needs to get their act together and do their damn job like they're supposed to. Pass these appropriations bills and get the government funded. Stop holding government shutdown above the House. That's just playing politics. And this goes for everybody out there. Just remember stuff like this, whoever your senator is, Look it up and see if they're for or against this, if they're trying to play politics, if they're holding a government shutdown above the heads of the American people. Essentially, that's what they're doing. They're trying to hold this over so they can get what they want. They love these omnibus because it gets more money into their pockets. Through nefarious means, I might add. But Johnson is making one of the first major decisions of his speakership defending the plan. This two-step continuing resolution is a necessary bill to place House Republicans in a best position to fight for conservative victories, Johnson said in a statement on Saturday. The bill will stop the absurd holiday season omnibus tradition of massive loaded-up spending bills introduced right before the Christmas recess. Separating out the CR from the supplemental funding bill debates places our conference in the best position to fight for fiscal responsibility. Yes. Oversight of Ukraine aid and meaningful policy changes at our southern border. Also not included in the bills is any aid to Israel, which does not have a clear path to final approval in Congress, which they already passed that, so they don't need to throw Israel aid into this. They don't need to mix this shit up, in other words. I don't know why they are. House Republicans earlier this month passed a $14.3 billion aid package that included cuts to IRS funding as a pay-for. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said he would not take it up in the upper chamber. See, there we go, playing politics. Just because you don't get your way and because a Republican-led House passed a bill, you want to fight it, even though it makes common sense and it would allow us to continue doing appropriations like we're supposed to be doing. The Senate Democrats also appear unlikely to embrace the proposal. Why? I have no idea. Like I said, it's like they're just trying to play politics. So, once again, let this remind the American people that your senator is trying to play politics and is not looking in your best interest, because it would be in the best interest of everybody in America to pass these appropriations bills, get all this stuff worked out so we could move on. But they don't want to do that. They want to get their way, or they're going to throw a temper tantrum. That's what it seems like. How the hell do you like having toddlers running our country? Do you like that? Leave me a comment down below if you think that these toddlers that are in Senate and in the House are doing any good for you and me, are doing anything with our tax dollars, but wasting it on BS over bickering and arguing over minor little detailed changes in appropriations bills. Well, what the hell are they thinking is what I want to know. Just because you don't get your way, you're going to try to shut down all the progress that's being made in the House. Yeah. Good job on you, buddy. The laddered CR is an approach that was generally favored by hardline conservatives, but had garnered skepticism from appropriators. Earlier in the week, Rep. Ken Calvert, a House Appropriations Subcommittee chair, said that he did not think a laddered CR approach was realistic and that the Senate would not accept such a plan. Yes, he's probably right about that. But like I said, why the hell not? This seems to kick the can down the road, but it kicks the can down the road in such a manner that it allows time for the House of Representatives to do their damn job. Why are they holding government shutdown above people's heads to force them to do what they want them to do? Why aren't they looking out for the American people? Of course, they're going to tell you that that's what they're doing. They're looking out for the American people. But we know that when they say they're looking out for the American people, that they are also American people. So they're just looking out for themselves. They're not looking out what's best for the country. Otherwise, they would say that. We're doing this for the betterment of the country. They don't say that. They say, oh, we're doing this for the American people. No, you're not doing it for the American people. You're doing it for your own interests. And that's it. That's the only reason you're doing it. And it really pisses me off because these people are playing around, trying to get what they want throwing temper tantrums. That's all they're doing. Like I said, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. And that's all I got for this one, you guys. Just a quick update on what Congress is doing or what they're not doing in reality. But that's all I got, y'all. I want to thank everybody for watching. And do me a favor. Be positive. Peace.